Welcome to episode 12 of our Chelsea Legends series, honouring the Blues icons squad numbers 1 to 31 throughout the month of July. Today we celebrate number 12, a rock in Chelsea's midfield and a hero of Nigeria. This is the story of John Obi Mikel, Chelsea's Super Eagle. John Obi Mikel was born on April 22nd, 1987 in Jos, Nigeria, where he grew up in a modest household. From a young age, his football talent stood out, and he was soon recruited into the Pepsi Football Academy, a well-known youth program in Nigeria. His performances there earned him a spot in Nigeria's under-17 team and eventually led to his move to Europe. In 2005, Mikel was at the centre of one of football's most controversial transfer sagas. Originally announced as a Manchester United signing from Norwegian club Lyn Oslo, Mikel later declared that he had been pressured into the deal and expressed his desire to join Mourinho's Chelsea instead. After a lengthy legal battle involving Manchester United, Chelsea and Lyn, a resolution was reached where Chelsea paid compensation to both clubs, and Mikel officially joined the Blues in 2006. At Chelsea, Mikel transitioned from a more attacking midfield role to a disciplined defensive midfielder. Over 11 years at Stamford Bridge, he became a reliable and composed presence in midfield, playing under a series of different managers and adapting to various tactical systems. He made over 370 appearances for the club and was part of the squads that won numerous trophies, including 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, a League Cup, the UEFA Champions League in 2012, and the UEFA Europa League in 2013. One of his finest performances in blue came in a 2012 UEFA Champions League final against Bayern Munich, the pinnacle of Chelsea's modern history. Played at the Allianz Arena, Mikel delivered a tireless and composed performance in central midfield. With Chelsea defending deep against a dominant Bayern side, Mikel was instrumental in breaking up play, intercepting passes and maintaining possession under pressure. His calmness and discipline allowed Chelsea to stay in the game before Didier Drogba's dramatic equaliser and Petr Cech's heroics in a penalty shootout sealed Chelsea's first ever Champions League title. In addition to his club success, John Obi Mikel also enjoyed a distinguished international career with Nigeria, earning over 90 caps. One of his proudest moments came in 2013 when he played a key role in helping the Super Eagles win the African Cup of Nations in South Africa. Operating as a midfield leader throughout the tournament, Mikel's experience and composure were vital as Nigeria lifted their 3rd continental title. However, it was off the pitch where Mikel's resilience was tested in a harrowing personal ordeal. In August 2011, just hours before a Chelsea match against Stoke City, Mikel received the shocking news that his father, Michael Obi, had been kidnapped in Nigeria. Remarkably, Mikel chose to play the match despite the circumstances, showing incredible professionalism. After 10 days in captivity, his father was rescued by Nigerian police in Kano, hundreds of miles from his home in Jos. It was later revealed that Michael Obi had been beaten and held in dire conditions, but was ultimately released unharmed. Mikel publicly thanked the authorities and fans for their support during the ordeal and spoke candidly about the emotional toll it took on him and his family. John Obi Mikel's Chelsea career came to a quiet and frustrating end during the 2016-17 season under Italian manager Antonio Conte. After a decade of loyal service and countless contributions to the club's success, Mikel found himself completely frozen out of the first team. The turning point was when Mikel would return from international duty with Nigeria from the 2016 Rio Olympics, where he captained his country to a bronze medal. Conte, who had just taken over as Chelsea manager that summer, reportedly disapproved of Mikel's decision to represent Nigeria rather than stay and fight for a place during pre-season. As a result, Mikel was excluded from all competitive fixtures during the first half of the 2016-17 campaign and didn't make a single appearance under Antonio Conte. After leaving Chelsea in 2017, Mikel had spells in China with Tianjin Teda, Turkey or Trabzonspor, and brief stints back in England with Middlesbrough and Stoke City. He officially announced his retirement from football in 2022. Post-retirement, Mikel has remained connected to the sport. He occasionally plays in Chelsea's Legends matches and is involved in football-related media. He launched his own podcast, the Obi-Wan Podcast, in 2023, where he discusses football and shares insights from his playing days. Mikel also dedicates time to his family. He lives a relatively private life between Nigeria, the UAE and the UK, spending quality time with his partner, Olga Dyachenko, and their twin daughters. His post-playing career reflects the calm, measured presence that defined his time on the pitch. Though John Obi Mikel, Chelsea's super eagle, was never renowned for scoring goals or flashy performances, his work rate, consistency and loyalty formed the backbone of Chelsea's success during one of the most decorated periods in the club's history. A quiet enforcer in midfield, he brought a balance and calm to high-pressure games, often doing the hard work that allowed others to shine. Mikel's understated brilliance and unwavering professionalism made him a true unsung hero at Stamford Bridge. A player whose legacy endures not in the headlines but in the respect of teammates, managers and fans alike. Join us tomorrow where we'll be celebrating Michael Ballack. Like, comment and subscribe.